Cardano is currently radiating a new era and keeping the entire crypto ecosystem on its toes with astounding benefits. The euphoria is at its peak and is not going to die down anytime soon. It has been difficult for Cardano to escape frequent and often unsolicited comparisons with one of its biggest rival blockchains. Many in ADA camp have been miffed by what they consider a delay in Cardano's promises and personal bullish projections. However, that is about to change, and let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Bitboy Crypto has gone ahead to confirm a new era for Cardano. With the institution of the Vassal hard fork, everything Cardano needs for improvement is set to happen. Named in honor of a Cardano community member, Vassal Saint Dubov, who passed on in 2021, the upgrade is breathing scaling improvements and at the same time compelling investors to the Cardano ecosystem. Any hard fork could have a profound impact on the cryptocurrency, but it is often an unstable time for the cryptocurrency. In some cases, the community will be divided about the necessity and the influence that is being instigated by the hard fork. In addition, the price of a cryptocurrency is very volatile around the time of a hard fork. However, with the arrival of the Vassal hard fork, these negative narratives have somewhat slipped into oblivion. Bitcoin has already spawned a large number of forks, but they have failed to sustain their impact on cryptocurrency. Bitcoin XT was the first one of the notable hard forks on Bitcoin. Initially, it spurred the interest of investors and witnessed success. But just a few months later, the project lost user interest and was abandoned. Bitcoin XT is no longer available, and its original website is now defunct. This trend occurred in the preceding forks, and when SegWit was implemented in August 2017, developers planned on a second component to the protocol upgrade. It was slated to take place as a hard fork in November 2017, but several companies and individuals in the Bitcoin community had originally supported the SegWit protocol, decided to back out of the hard fork in the second component. This backlash propelled the team behind SegWit to announce their planned hard fork had been cancelled due to discrepancies among previous supporters of the project. However, this has never been the case for Cardano's hard forks. The impact of previous ones still speak to date, and there is still more to come. Cardano is widely known for its research-driven focus. It is supported by three entities, which are the Cardano Foundation, its commercial arm Emergo, and the blockchain software development firm Input Output Global. These three entities work in tandem to push Cardano along its developmental roadmap. Cardano's detailed roadmap was named after the Cardano founders' favorite heroes. So far, the significance of the previous phase has been vehemently felt. After the complete release of the Cardano Goguen in late 2021, which ushered in the Alonzo mainnet hard fork, the next stage on the Cardano roadmap is the Basho upgrade. The Basho upgrade era is set to improve scalability of the network by adding sidechains to ease pressure on the main chain. This era has started to spread its wings of influence on Cardano with the launch of the Vassal hard fork. Following the Basho era, the final stage of the network is Volataire. The governance phase will introduce a voting and treasury system, which permits holders to have more direct impact on the decentralized network, as Cardano moves away from IOHK's management. By then, it will be fully governed by the Cardano community. However, currently, the focus is on the Basho era. The major concern is whether this new era, which has been unlocked by the Vassal hard fork, will be threatened by the Ethereum merge. The merge has been executed, and while things have been running smoothly, not everyone is impressed by the upgrade. The Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson did not reserve his opinions and went ahead to say that he never expected Ethereum's proof-of-stake design to be as rough as it is. So is it safe to conclude that this new era will take advantage of Ethereum's new weakness to move Cardano forward? I mean, what do you guys think? Charles Hoskinson expressed his candid opinions by stating that the merge has changed nothing in terms of performance, operating cost, and liquidity. ETH 2.0 requires Shanghai, which is next year's minimum according to their release schedule. My prediction is still on target. You do understand that nothing has changed in terms of performance, operating costs, nor liquidity, he tweeted. After months of an intense buildup, the Ethereum merge occurred on September 15th. The Ethereum founder, Vitalik Buterin, commented that the event was a milestone moment for Ethereum and that he was proud of the efforts of those involved and made it happen. The merge refers to joining the proof-of-work execution layer to the concurrently running proof-of-stake beacon chain consensus layer, thereby rendering the proof-of-work chain obsolete. Generally, proof-of-stake depends on validators rather than miners to validate transactions and secure the network. The current prerequisite to becoming a validator on Ethereum is to stake 32 ETH, which costs a heavily capital outlay. Critics argue that the only suitable financial entities can act as validators. Therefore, the switch to proof-of-stake will make the Ethereum network more centralized, and according to data from Nansen, just 5 entities, namely Lido, Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, and an unknown entity, controls 64% of the staked Ethereum. In contrast, becoming a Cardano validator, alternately known as a stake pool operator, has a much lower barrier to entry. There is no required ADA pledge amount, and the hardware needed is attainable for all, which encourages even small players to become stake pool operators. This is now the object of Hoskinson's thoughts. With the completion of the merge, he voiced his concern that proof of stake will now be seen as a highly centralized consensus mechanism, which is not true in the case of Cardano. Now begins the era of everyone assuming that all proof of stake works like Ethereum's proof of stake. The Marxists will attack Cardano for slashing and labeling all the Ethereum problems as ours, he said. This argument begs the question of whether the Vassal hard fork can expiate Ethereum's errors. If this is done, the mind-blowing intentions of Cardano will be crystal clear. Of course, everyone in the crypto community is in dire need of a refreshing change, and then Cardano can successfully bring that on. In response to a user who expressed concerns over the profitability of SPOs amid low staking rewards and a huge slash in transaction fees following the Vassal upgrade, Charles Hoskinson answered, "Sidechains solve the issue. SPOs will get multiple revenue streams by maintaining the sidechains and getting paid with those native tokens." This is proof that Cardano is steadily expanding its community of developers and blockchain enthusiasts. There are now over 6.1 million native tokens and 1,107 projects building on Cardano. Also, adding a sidechain to Cardano makes it possible to create opportunities for developers using Solidity language on Ethereum. For example, utilizing the Ethereum virtual machine, developers can easily build dApps on top of Cardano. Then Cardano can eventually become a developer's paradise. The Vassal hard fork is also set to deliver a second version of Cardano's scripting language, Plutus version 2. As the foundational layer of Cardano, Plutus officially separates the code that drives smart contracts, which remains off-chain and run on a user's machine, from the on-chain validation of transactions. Most times, Cardano is criticized because of its smart contract capabilities are perceived as lagging behind Ethereum and other Layer 1 blockchains with their thriving decentralized finance communities. However, unlike Ethereum, which uses an account-based model rather than a bank's, Cardano is based on the unspent transaction output, or UTXO system. Vassal changes to Cardano Ledger will allow inputs and UTXOs to be used in scripting contracts without spending them. A tweak to the way reference scripts are handled allows for a drastic reduction in the size of transactions that run them. Cardano extends Bitcoin's accounting methods to handle smart contracts known as EUTXO. This is designed to help keep as much functionality off the blockchain, and it's a key feature when it comes to scaling and in terms of reducing the scope for attack and security breaches. According to Bitboy Crypto, Cardano has reached a significant level of prominence and is going to be an exciting ride watching Cardano unveil more profound benefits. The ADA coin price will not be left out too. Yeah, we all know it's a bear market, and prices are expected to keep tumbling until a bull run surfaces. But this doesn't mean that the narrative cannot be changed. We can't say for sure, but for now, eyes are on Cardano and its coin price. It is going to be a refreshingly thrilling ride with Cardano. But what are your thoughts on this? Let's have them in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.